Hello everyone, this is Film Story. I live in Toronto, Canada. I run a video productions company and also I make short films. I was asked to speak about filmmaking to a group of people, so I decided to make this video just to consolidate my thoughts. And I thought to myself, what should I talk about to those who want to study and make film? What do I have in me that will make sense to them and challenge them to rethink about themselves? Then I concluded that it'd be best to talk about my own story, my own journey of how and why I started filmmaking. And full disclosure, so I was inspired by Rob Hardy, the founder of this filmmaking community called Filmmaker Freedom. You see, there's a question you must ask yourself before making films. Why? Why do I make films? And why does it matter to me? If you do not have an honest answer to this question, before long, you will lose interest and hope in filmmaking. I know it because I've been there before. And these are the reasons for filmmaking that I came up with. Number 1, to express and share one's thoughts with others. And number 2, to change other people's thoughts with a purpose. And number 3, to be recognized and known to many people. And number 4, to make a living. As I look back on my filmmaking journey, if my reason for filmmaking is not solely focused on number 1, then I tend to lose direction and passion, experiencing burnouts here and there and helplessness too. I think the only way to obtain the true satisfaction and fulfillment in filmmaking, we must focus on why. As it is with any other creative form of art, the film I make is a part of myself. It is a copy of myself and it carries my identity. It is an indicator and representation of who I am and what kind of thoughts and values I live by. However, if I make films simply to get recognition and just for monetary gain, my identity will be swayed by other people's judgments and my value will be decided by my paycheck. And this is not true. I believe the true purpose of filmmaking should be as follows. I make films because the story I want to tell is what truly matters to me, and I believe my story will benefit others. Filmmakers and any content creators, video maker, whatever you name it, should ultimately present to the public what really matters to them. In order to do so, we must first ask ourselves, what is the most important thing to me? There are billions of different people out there in the world, different race, living environment, value, culture, religion, worldview, and many more. But we see that oftentimes we ignore others, hate others, and make divisions and even kill others just because of the differences that we have. We need to express the differences we have in a very healthy and non-violent way. Not necessarily because we want to change other people's thoughts or change the world, but because we want to let others know that there can be differences and that it's okay to have differences and that there are valid reasons for that and that those differences can be told and accepted beautifully. When you listen to someone else's life story, for example, you will have a different view on that person after you listen to them. That story of oneself, one's life, can help you put aside your prejudice and misunderstandings you had before and accept them and love them. I think this is the power of storytelling. Stories break down walls and help us accept and love one another. And I believe telling stories through film is one of the most effective ways to do so. Through a filmmaking process, we would gradually know who we really are and what kind of thoughts we have and what values we live by. And this only is the enough reason why we need to keep telling stories through film. Of course, it is not easy. You cannot do it alone, and yes, we will need help from others. And sometimes we will get frustrated because of our lack of skills or even lack of gear. But those things will soon get better as we keep pushing through. However, if you cannot answer clearly to the question, why do I make films? You will soon be depleted of your strength and motivation to continue. Philosopher Nietzsche said this: "He who has a why can endure any how." The ultimate beneficiary of filmmaking should be the maker himself or herself. Otherwise, filmmaking cannot last long. If you're trying to make a film or any kind of video, you must answer to this question in your own words. Why do I make films and why does it matter to me?